Dun, dun. Don't know what you're doing. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. But what I do know is this thing here needs to be decommissioned. It never gets flown. I do have a 3D printed one that I do fly on occasions, like an open whooped prop thing. Open propped whoop thing. God, can't even say that. So this is the one I'm going to keep, and that's running like 0802 motors, 35mm props on a 5-in-1 Happy Model board with a Runcam Atom camera. It's not the best, but does the trick. So yeah, I've broken it a few times and glued it back together, and then thought I'd add a bit more glue there for reinforcement, but this one flies better than that one. And there are no, he's going to say that, there are slipping motor shafts on this one, but it doesn't affect it. Maybe I should repair these ones as well. That one's alright. That one's alright. There's always one. There's always one. Slipping motor shaft. So I've diagnosed 2 slipping motor shafts already, and I am going to show you how I have diagnosed those today. So if we have a look at the little C-clip in the middle there, what we're going to do is hold the motor and then try and turn the prop, and then what you want to happen is that, I'll try one that isn't slipping. If you hold the motor and then turn that, the shaft shouldn't spin. Yeah, the little C-clip in there should stay still. Pretty much stand still. So with this one, I think it was this one, we hold in the motor and we turn in the prop, which is, keep it in focus. Let me do another little turn in focus there. So as I'm holding the motor's not spinning, but I'm turning the prop, but the C-clip's moving. So what that means is that the shaft is actually, get in focus, the shaft is loose. That one's alright. There we go. So let me get my finger out of the way and get it in focus somehow. Right, there you go. Look, so as I am turning and burning, the shaft is spinning with the prop, which isn't any good, because what will happen is that your motor will want to turn around, the shaft won't, and then your flight controller will reduce the power, you'll lose power, it might even like take off all lopsided and stuff as it slips like that. So yeah, that is a repair to be done. I think maybe I already marked it to say this one needs a repair. So we're going to check these ones as well. It's pretty much the same thing, but what I'm going to do is turn this into a analog whoop of some sort, and these have got 0702 motors in there. I'm going to rewind these. I'm going to change these to like Red Devils. I don't know if you remember the Red Devils. I think that was about 30,000 kV with red wire, which I matched the red little accents on the motor, and maybe red props. It look very red. Be lady in red. So we're gonna get you in there, and then we're gonna hold the motor still, and then if we can see the shaft, there we go. So that one isn't spinning. We're going to hold this one there as well. We're going to get that. Is that spinning? I'm looking at the camera and not the thing. That shaft isn't spinning. We're going to turn this one around here. That one is definitely spinning. So I'm holding the motor still. And as I'm turning, you're getting a spinning shaft. The motor's not turning, but the shaft is, and the prop is. So as soon as you got a little bit of resistance, as soon as the motor wants to power up, it's going to slip and then fall out the sky. So let me just test the last one, which was that one. Oh, you have to do all this all funny-handed when you're doing a live stream. That one's alright. So I think it was just that one, wasn't it? That one's coming out of the closet. So let's get this puppy out. And then we're going to show you nicely, or just one. I don't want to be on here for hours on end waffling to myself. Let's take this one apart, and then I'll show you sort of like glues and stuff. Right. I'm rewinding these anyway. Look, I'm just being ruthless. Ruthless. So you might actually be able to see now what's happening. Wow, what sort of angle are we at? So that, my son, is a slip-in moto shaft. And then what happens is as well, if you try and take the props off, and sort of like sometimes you twist them and you can sort of like do that, you can never get the puppies off. So we have to get the prop popper out. And you can go, oh no, that's not how you use the prop popper. Yes it is. There we go, just make sure it's all aligned and satisfying click. Let me get the pliers. We just still got the rubber thing on there. Oh, why did I put that? I put that tape on there. Oh, look, that's horrible. Let me take this bit of tape off. And now we're going to hold the shaft still, and then look at that. That's terrible. It's a terrible slipping shaft. Without swearing. So let's get this C-clip off without any poppity ping. Here we go. Again, not prepared for anything, so I'm just going to stick them in there like that. And then, as we say, there's usually a metal washer. Where is it? Where is it? Metal washer, followed by, I think these are like PFTE, PTFE washers, like that. They come in various little different colours. You can get white ones, you can get grey ones, you can get black ones, and there's usually one inside the bell there as well. So there you go. That was the motor that I just destroyed. Lovely, isn't it? God, I do a good job sometimes. When I look at previous things, I'm like, oh, that's very nice. But this is the problem, is this motor shaft. So let's get this little washer out. And then, because this shaft is so loose, I reckon if I just go like that, that's going to pop up. Look at that, it's terrible that is, and that will just come out. That will come out. So what I'm going to do now is just clean up the shaft, and then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make you wait to find out what actually works for me. Might not work for you, but it works for me. So If it works for me, chances are it'll work for you. If it doesn't work for me, sometimes it might work for you, but this is just what I do. I'm not telling you to do it. You can do whatever you want, but we'll just clean that up a little bit. It's not worth taking the shaft right out because it's got a little sort of like channel. It's got some teeth in there, but they're just not biting on. So you just want to clean it up, just get rid of any sort of muck and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see it all just coming off. That's probably just from like a dab of glue or whatever I put on to hold the props down. Another little secret coming out of the woodwork there. Okay, so this motor could do with a paint or something. It's quite bashed up. It's a really old motor, but it's been on an opened whoop quadcopter thing. So yeah, what we're going to do is add a little bit of glue to the inside of that, slide it in, and hope for the best. The motor's actually really dirty inside as well. There we go. Oh no, I don't know if you can see it in there. Look, there's a bit of crud. I'm just going to get it out. Just gently, because you don't want to knock them motors off, the magnets. So, put that in there. Get a little bit of cloth. And dab some of this stuff on there. Get your isopropyl alcohol and clean the puppy right up. Because the cleaner you get it, as I say that, I'm just looking at the state of my cloth, which is full of other little bits which are filthy, but I found a clean bit-ish. So just clean that up. Just clean it right up. Oh, I can still feel it spinning as I'm doing that. Clean the shaft up. Just give it a good old clean. Get rid of any contaminants. And inside there. Right, shall I pop it out? Let's pop the shaft out. There we go. So we could clean inside there as well, but the shaft's looking straight and strong and all that. Right, so the glues. What glues do you use? I've tried that. I've also tried the other stuff. I've tried that. I've tried that. And I have also tried that. And I've tried that. And I've tried... There's one more somewhere. There it is. I've tried that. So these ain't gonna work. Epoxy, no. These, they're too flexible. They're good for fixing frames. Same with that. Loctite, it's good. It does lock it all into place, but it takes an eternity to cure. And they say 24 hours is longer than that. It's like days even. So what I do, and it actually works really well, I use some of this Gorilla Super Glue. The temperature rating for this goes up to 130 Celsius before it starts doing some funky stuff. This is about 105, which is above boiling point, but the motors seem to handle it okay. I don't think they get that hot anyway, but spinning around at stupid RPM, what was it, 84,750 RPM, it's going to create a bit of heat, and nothing went anywhere there. It's all in little thing, see? Yeah, it's good to have a little tray. I've got a magnetic one there, but I like using them. Okay, so just a bit of super glue on the end of that, but oh no, look, C-clips in there. Right. So it's the inside of this that you kind of want to get clean and kind of try and make it give the glue a chance to bite onto something. So just sort of like poke out a few little channels, just like that. Just like that. Yeah, maybe give it a little bit of a rub with the isopropyl alcohol. Don't drop your glue. There we go, nice and clean. And then to save getting the glue all the way, because if I put glue on the end of this, what's going to happen when I put that in, the glue's going to just feed all the way down, and then you're going to have to clean all that up. So stick that in as far down as it'll go. It's probably, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little rough part in there. What we want to do now is get the glue all the way around there, and it's really easy with this little bit of glue. We are Gorilla glue. You're gonna go, oh no, oh look, there you go. So just a little, just so it starts to come out, just spread it around the C-clip, just a little bit, just all the way around. Yeah, don't get any on your fingers because you'll end up gluing yourself. Give it a minute. Give it a little blow off, and then you can see the glue. You can see the glue on there. Really, what we want to do is get the glue inside now. So get your pliers, grab the little thing, and as you're putting it on, give it a little twist in all directions. All the directions. Yeah, maybe even lift it up and, you know, right, there you go. And then push it all the way down. There we go. Right. So now my finger's getting stuck to that. The shaft is all the way down. Get your bit of cloth. Do all that there. Clean all that off. Like that. Clean a bit of glue off of there as well. You're going to get glue everywhere. Look, it's already starting to go a bit white. So let's just rub that off. A lot of blowing and rubbing off on this video. There's no lube yet. So yeah, that is a shaft which will take about a few minutes to dry. A few minutes, cured in about 24 hours, they say. But then what happens is that the glue glues itself to the motor bell. The shaft gets a little bit of glue in the middle bit there, and all locks in. So if I hold that now, there you go. Already it's kind of locked in. I don't know if you can see that. So it's still moving it. I am squeezing these pliers quite tight as well, but it's not spinning anymore. So it's kind of bitten on, which is good. But you kind of want to leave it for a little bit longer just so it doesn't come undone. But the important thing to do is clean afterwards. Clean everything up. Because if there's a little bit of glue in there, and then that's going to rub against the bushings. So yeah, the inside of that looks good. Let's put the motor back together. Do we need to put the motor back together? I was going to rewind them. Can't be bothered to rewind tonight. It's Monday, innit? The energy levels are slowly sinking away. So I'm just going to put it back together, stick the prop on, and then show you that it's not spinning anymore. And no my luck, it's still going to spin after this. But we don't want to give you that. We want to show you how to fix your spinning motor shafts. Don't bin them. Never bin a motor. Oh god, this is turned into like bodge job of the year. Right, okay. So there's a Dodgy motor anyway. Let's stick the prop on. There we go. So now we're spinning the prop. Is the circlip moving? No, it isn't. So now no more slipping motor shafts. I would give it a few hours to dry. It does dry pretty quickly, but the longer you leave it, the better I think it will attach itself to that. So yeah, there you go. That's how you fix a slipping motor shaft. I've got to do the other one as well, haven't I? So let's stick that in there. Pop him away. We'll pop him away, but we'll still use that, and then we'll fix this one without damaging the motor. Which one was it? That one. That one's spinning. That one's not spinning. That one's not spinning. Oh, that one, is it? No, it's just me. That one's definitely spinning. So let's do that one while we're doing it. It's just a quick fix, really, isn't it? Oh, I can't get the prop off. Prop popper. Prop popper. I'm so hungry today. Ooh. No props were harmed during the making of this video. Let's do two, alright, look. Double bubble. Should charge you twice. We're gonna have to do this one in situ because we're not breaking these motors. Voila. Like a pro. Not like a pro. That one didn't have a metal washer in there. It probably didn't need it. The reason why it didn't need it is because it's got a slipping shaft. There's one inside there. Let's do the push test. Oh, terrible. Definitely 100% slippy shaft. Slippy shaft. So let's see if we can get this puppy out. Give him the old cleaneroo. Sometimes if you take them out, they feel a bit looser, but that one don't want to come out. So we're just going to do our best. Oh, look at the bottom of that. Look at the bottom of that. Is Grimesville. Let's get our old cloth. Where's the isopropyl bit? Here it is. Give me a bit of a clean. Definitely clean the inside of that. There's not a lot of, there isn't any like grooved bits in this one, so no wonder they slip. It's got nothing to bite into at all. You're going to say it's because you painted the motor. It's not, because the other three were fine. So let's rush that one a bit. Get the shaft down as much as you can. It's about there. Get your Gorilla Glue. Yeah. Come on. Very low viscosity, this one. but we've got a bit coming out all the way around, almost all the way around. Let's leave it for a little bit to dry. Give it a good old blow. Get your shaft, twist it, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then push it all the way in. Clean off any excess, like we did with the other one. Job's a good one. Inside there is looking a bit dirty, so we're just going to clean inside that as well. And there we go. Another repair. I should really give it longer for the glue to dry, but I don't care. I just want to get it done, and I want dinner. Beep-doo. Spins alright. Pop the prop back on. That. And there we go. Yeah, I'm holding the motor still. No spinny shaft. So there we go. Job's a good one. 2 for the price of 1 there. And yes, you can use the Loctite 638, but it's not very nice to work with that. I know it's super glue, but it works. And it's really easy to just put a dab on there, give it a few seconds to dry off, shove your motor shaft back in the hole and carry on. So there you go.